Hi guys, and welcome to today's Bitcoin USD breakdown. Of course, we are on the 1 hour chart, so that's perfect. Let me just get into full screen here. So firstly, why should you stick around and actually look at this? Well, what did I say was going to happen? It's going to come up to this line, it's going to shoot up, and then it's going to fall down. So you're making roughly 3.58%. That means from last week where we had 1, 2, 3 wins, each at 3%, just over a piece. And what we're looking at here, we're looking at a minimum of 12.5%. Now, again, there was 2 that you could have easily made 4% on. So if you have been paying attention, you could have made 8% last week, another 3% this week, which would be 11.5. And if you're like me, you followed this down and you were using the EMA as an exit indicator, which I have here, I made 8.23%. Right, that's what I'm looking at, 8.23%. So we made 9% last week. I've made 8.23% this week. So why should you listen to me? Because there's a difference between professional traders and traders. We can literally go back and you can see on this channel every time I'm talking that I'm literally saying, what did I say last time? Here's your entry. Here's your stop loss. I think I may have moved it around a little bit. Let's say I even had it higher somewhere up here. It's still 3%, right? That's where I said you should put your sell limit entry. We had our stop loss over here. Let's say I actually made the 3%, not 3.5. We'll do something like that, right? So again, still pretty good. So guys, I really want you to listen to what I have to say, not just because, hey, I'm awesome, I can do all this stuff. It's because I want to help you guys out. That's the purpose of this channel, right? To give you a daily breakdown, to show you what you need to hop into, and to see if you can actually make money. I can't guarantee that every week is going to be a 9%er and a 9%er. Like, we're going through a really good patch right now, and that's awesome. But as in the world of Bitcoin, at some point, I am going to lose at the same point, because here on this channel, we also want to be really truthful. At some point, I am going to lose. I can't do 9% every week. I just can't do it. I don't think there's anyone out there that can. And I do not want to be like, hey, just listen to me because you're always going to win. That's not how you be a good trader, right? You've also got to think about the losses as well. So please stick around for the whole episode because, well, if you've been sticking around since the start, you made, a minimum of 12% in 2 weeks, a minimum. However, I've done 9% last week, 8% this week, so we're looking at roughly 17% right there, which is crazy. In 2 weeks, 17%. If you get to a prop trader position, you get a funded account, say it was 50,000, say it was 100,000, even say it was 100,000, right? You're making 17%. 17% of 100,000 is what? $17,000. Would you trade for the rest of the year? Would you trade for the rest of the month? That's life-changing money. So I'm giving all this information away for free and having a really good time. So please listen up. Let's see what we have to say. What actually happened in our last trade, just to quickly go over it. Well, you can go into last episode, but we said sell limits here. We said it might break above and then wick through, and then we've had a little retouch and it's fallen down. Now, why didn't I hop out at any point, and why didn't I hop out there? It's because I use the EMA, as we've talked about, I think since episode 1, as an exit indicator. Once it starts getting tested, I want to hop out the market. So basically down here is where I hopped out, okay? So hopefully that makes a lot of sense. I'm going to use Saturday and Sunday as an opportunity to actually go over and recap all this stuff. So please stick around for then as well, because I can actually tell you in more in-depth detail about why this worked, what I was looking for, how I actually use exit and entry indicators, right? Perfect. Anyway, to go into the breakdown of what I think is going to happen for the rest of the week is this. Don't hop in today. I don't think on the Wednesday anything is going to happen. Nothing's going to happen that you actually want to get in on, right? Nothing like that's going to happen. I don't believe it. Because why? We have a pivot line right here that we're obviously respecting. Wicking through, wicking through, wicking through. Basically touching here. We've got a pivot line here and a pivot line here. That means we basically have 2 channels, right? Where it can do this. Really tight. And then do this. And I'm expecting it to consolidate just slightly. Why? Because after a big move down, massive consolidation period. After a big move down, even bigger consolidation period. And even after a big move down here, slight consolidation, retest, perfect. Slight consolidation, continues to fall. Big move to the upside, slight consolidation, and so on and so forth. So I don't reckon it's going to just blast away and keep going down. And if it does, I can't tell you that that's going to happen today, because the information, the candlesticks that I have, they're basically non-existent, right? We've got like 8 hours worth of data. You can't really make a good decision about what's going to happen after a full push down move. Is it going to respect this pivot line? Is it going to come up and retouch here? Is it going to try and take out all this imbalance up here? Couldn't tell you, because I don't know what the market's doing at this point in time, because there's so many pivot lines, there's so many support and resistances around it, the EMA's here and even getting tested, there's so many things that are going on. Is it going to bounce off the EMA? Is it going to bounce off here and break through the EMA? In which case, it's got a pivot line here. That means it needs to break through this, use it as a trampoline and come into this area. I don't think that's going to happen. If it does break through, it might search for a little bit of it, but then it'll just fall down again. So guys, my advice to you, and I know this sucks, but wait. You might as well wait for a better trade. We waited for this trade to happen. If you're done what we were talking about, you're making 8-9%, whatever it is, okay? So please, take my advice. My breakdown, I'm not going to even go for the monthly all the way to the hourly, is that please just hang on, don't stress, and just wait for a really good opportunity to hop in. Anyway, guys, that is it from me here today. I hope you have enjoyed it. I know it's quite a quick one. I know it's a really small, solid breakdown. But again, what we have to learn from this one is, well, the difference between those that want to rip you off and those that don't. We're giving away information for free. We're trying to make sure that you guys are really good traders. We're giving you excellent setups. We're giving you daily breakdown analysis. Stay away from those that are trying to charge you for everything. If you have any questions, please put it in the comment section. I'm sure we'll be able to help you out. But I'm going to be back tomorrow. So if you need any help, I'm going to be there.